Anonymous.
Cyber attacks.
A new kind of warfare.
Hackers and activists.
Security leaks.
Computer hackers.
Hackers.
Activists.
Anonymous has struck again with a warning. This is just the beginning.
Anonymous is a collective known for recent attacks on government and corporate websites.
The internet is a powerful new medium where just a handful of people in small groups, just by shifting data around in the right directions, can make big changes and big damage.
The more you said, the more frightening it was.
The Pentagon is now singling out Anonymous as an example of the serious new cyber threats facing the country.
The fundamental unit here is information warfare.
We're gaining back the freedoms that the forefathers assured us through technology, and we can't allow these freedoms to be taken away. I will put my body on the altar of liberty again and again and again.
Information is the weapon, and information properly understood and properly used in an honest way is more effective than anything else in the world.
If you've got your eye on Boeing, yeah, please go for it. I'd like to see those fuckers go down. Download the code, modify the code just a bit, bombard the Pentagon. You're either with us or you're against us.
It was like 114,000 email addresses.
And it's quite a list.
Diane Sawyer.
Not to mention the U.S. Army and Congress.
And it doesn't get much more high profile.
CNN and all these other things, they're not going to spend a single hour doing actual investigation.
Barrett was speaking in that language of real adversarial journalism, that the purpose of journalism is not to please those in power, but to report the truth even when it makes those in power uncomfortable or reflects poorly on them.
Are you not worried that even an informal involvement with Anonymous is going to end up with you targeted, with you potentially going to jail for this?
I mean, in Texas and indictments, it's like a Texas bar mitzvah. I got friends who've been died, they've gone to prison. I mean, it happens.
What happened today is certainly illegal. Why are you willing to show your face?
I'm more useful as a name tag than I am just as another person with his name hidden.
We are anonymous. We do not forgive. And we do not forget.
I'm the de facto leader of a movement, screaming hack the planet back in 99. Activism in its...
Friends around the globe, we are low security.
Oh, that's unexpected.
Laughing out loud at security laws, sick.
Yeah, y'all, that's right.
Greetings from Anonymous. For the past decade, the government has tried to take control of our internet ocean.
Yeah, y'all, that's right.
We have Fox, X Factor, Sony Pictures, FBI affiliate, CIA, PBS, Senate, Bethesda, Sun, News of the World, Arizona Police Department, AOL, AT&T, NATO, US Navy, your mother. Who's next?
Topiary, is everything all right? Are you dead?
Crossing the road. I'm not gonna
Are you okay?
Remember you tweeted my fucking phone number, said 512-560-262. Here's the leader of LulzSec. Call him now. You put it on the fucking LulzSec Twitter.
Barrett Brown is the leader of LulzSec. Give him a call now.
I got 200 calls.
I might have been a bit inebriated.
Hurry up! Get the sign. Do you have it?
They say you can have it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he did it. Oh my god. Oh my, you did it, man. No, I'm watching it. I'm standing here watching it. You did it. It's working. It's totally working.
You know those God hates fags, morons that protest soldiers' funerals and stomp on American flags because they got a problem with gay people?
God hates fags. What part of that don't you understand, girl?
I don't fucking understand why God hates fags.
Because he can.
You can sometimes take over the websites themselves, put messages up as we did today with Westboro.
That's unexpected.
If you check downloads.westboro Baptist Church right now, you'll see a nice message from Anonymous.
I'd go for the lulz.
Very well, sir.
That's CNN. You want an interview? Send a print message to the nickname Sabu. I'm on your seat. Man, reconvening into 99. Post that shit down, screaming. Down, damn, sick.
Well, it turns out that Sabu's 28-year-old Hector Javier Monsegur of New York, father of two, he's been leading fellow hackers from his residence in a public housing project in New York, and according to the feds, turning around and then feeding info to them since June. Now, Sabu also reportedly managed to give enough information on the other hackers to help the FBI press charges against them.
One of the most notorious hacking groups of all time has had its head chopped off.
We turn to the government crackdown on a loose, large network of politically inspired hacktivists.
A 19-year-old who goes by the nickname Topiary was arrested in Scotland's Shetland Islands.
Giordano Bruno, Zeno of Elia, Jesus Christ, Joseph Smith, Brigham Young. I definitely named some parties who used a very combative style of rhetoric, but probably nobody a lot.
I'd like to think of trolling as a way of expressing working class discontent. I recall recently that Gina Rinehart called the working class people of Australia lazy and without self-control. Trolling is the right of said people to respond by telling her to perhaps stop eating and get on a treadmill.
You say that trolling is about creating something that expresses the true nature of the character. I wonder how what you said about Gina Rinehart exposes the true nature of the character if you're just talking about her weight.
When she has inherited wealth from her father, a bunch of mines, and she runs around calling the people that pull the minerals out of the ground for her lazy and stupid, and it's disgusting. It's a level of decadence and gluttony that I think speaks not only through her weight, but her general demeanor. She's a loudmouth, obnoxious idiot.
Not what words to choose, so it's time to mention Jews. Shit, I've been G-lined. U-D-D-O-S, yes, it's time to stress. LOL.
D-O-A-T-S-E. I'm not going to explain it.
No, Mommy, make it stop.
We're analyzing coverage from Bloomberg, Goatsy, The Register, and Forbes.
That the press has painted of me is unfair, and I'd love to have a discussion, a fair discussion. Truth triumphs in the end.
Would you say you did anything wrong?
I don't believe I've done anything wrong, no.
A lot of these companies recruit very much from the CIA and from the military intelligence and that kind of thing. That's very, very common for board members in particular to be either ex-generals, ex-CIA, ex-NSA in some cases.
We can meet and surpass shareholders' expectations.
Branch into adjacent markets.
and pursue billions of dollars in unconstrained growth opportunities.
Right now, I've got Barrett Brown,
founder of Project PM,
and one of our cyber experts.
Barrett Brown joins us now to break it all down.
So is this an official declaration of war against Booz Allen Hamilton and possibly other contractors?
Yeah, we just got around to declaring that war just now.
I still collaborate with some anonymous participants within my own group, Project PM, acquiring more information and bringing attention to what's called the intelligence contracting industry.
Southwest client. Scholar macro, real giant. Sitting in the channel, getting mad, defiant. I'm the man with that can't stand compliant. Got the Tommy Wiseau, director of the room when I spit flow. Singing we should be chillin' and get mo. Cause a man's afraid of gay names when they raise the crypto.
Ever since then, we haven't heard from him.
Pound and me sick.
Pounded to the bleachers.
Pound and me sick.
If you're sitting below deck in the lone spoke, salute, bitch, and show some respect.
Pound and me sick.
Greetings, pirates, and welcome to another exciting Fuck FBI Friday release.
For Fuck FBI Friday, we are releasing 1 gigabyte of private emails and documents.
Want to speak to me? Want to join the fight? Go to Wall Street and protest.
What is Anonymous?
It's basically the power of an absolutely massive group of people coming together.
Anonymous are your brothers and sisters, your sons and daughters, your parents and your friends. Anonymous is you.
Somos Anonymous. Somos Legión.
ونحن نتسامح مع جرائمكم.
We were involved in Operation Tunisia, Operation Libya, Operation Algeria, and Operation Egypt.
Anonymous cannot and will not stand idly while people are being denied their basic rights and human liberties.
Understand that something is horribly wrong with this world.
The Tunisian government has made itself an enemy of Anonymous. The Egyptian government has revealed itself to be criminal
for the good of mankind and for our own enjoyment.
To end the corruption, we must expose it.
If you are working for a corrupt company, leak the data. If you are working for a corrupt government, leak the documents.
Think for yourself. Question authority.
Join us in this battle for freedom of information worldwide.
Remember, we are you. Anonymous is you. And you are anonymous. You are fighting for yourself, the web, and for the next step in evolution.
They took your money. They took your freedom. They tried to take your courage. Now we know you cannot be stopped.
I grew up in a normal family. I'm from Arkansas. I'm a high school dropout. There's nothing particularly special about me. And there's nothing particularly special about any of us. But together we can form a movement. I am the 99%.
in a world you've grown. Few more years to go.
The cops tricked us into going down a one-way street, and then they kettled us because we were on a one-way street. They were really mean and kind of violent.
Were you wearing your anonymous mask when you got arrested?
I was too. I don't want to hide my face, but sometimes I feel like I have to.
People are dismissing you guys as anarchists.
Well, I'm an anarchist, and many Anons are anarchists as well, and so are many of the people who support us and work with us.
Anarchy. Thousands of Occupy protesters flooded the streets.
The sinister mask fashioned on Guy Fawkes, the revolutionary who attempted to blow up the British Parliament buildings more than 400 years ago, has become a worldwide symbol of anarchy and revolution. They are terrorists.
The other side, the rich motherfuckers, portraying us all as destructive, mindless anarchists and so forth, really exposed how reactionary and how inherently violent the police state really is.
I'm a journalist! I am also a protester!
This guy was just arrested, didn't do anything illegal. This guy